My name's Eric. When I'm not touring the world in our rock band, I live my life right here in Toledo, Ohio, the city I love. So come with me as we explore all kinds of music around the area. This is Rise Up. Hey everybody, welcome to that T-Town Sound Throwdown that we call Rise Up, the show that features the best of the best of the best in Toledo music and music stuff. Today's show is incredible. Right here on this very set, we got to hang out with my man and likely yours, Chris Shutters. Also, we got to hear some tunes by Cindy Slee. And we went to the Ohio Recording Company for another episode of their singer-songwriter series. But first, recently me and my co-producer Tim McMahon and the BCAN crew got to head up to Third Man Records in Detroit. Why were we there, you ask me? Yes, it's cool, but also we got to hang out with Toledoan and Third Man recording artist Todd Albright. Check this out. Hey everybody, it's me, your old buddy Eric. I'm here at Third Man Records in Detroit. We're here to visit with my Toledo blues bro, Todd Albright, who's in the house. He's a recording artist here at Third Man, putting out records, touring the world, doing his thing. We're gonna talk to him, learn more about his life, his tour schedule. Let's go. All right, Todd, hey.
How you doing, buddy?
I'm good, man. Thanks for meeting us here at work.
Yeah, that's it.
Tell me how you got into playing blues, playing guitar.
Well, I mean, when I was 13 or so, 12, the Robert Johnson box set came out, and it was beyond me at that point, you know. But I kept going back to it and listening, hearing it, because I knew I bought it solely. I've done this several times in my life where I bought the record solely on the strength of the cover. And this particular cover was a sharp-dressed guy, you know, in a portrait studio setting with a rather beat-up Gibson guitar, and I knew from that portrait that whatever it was that was on these records was important, you know. And then I listened, and it was tough because these are recorded in the mid to late 30s. Not exactly easy listening for a 12-year-old. But I kept going back to it, and then I started playing guitar probably around 14, and the thing that stuck out to me the most was the fact that it was finger-picked. I didn't know exactly what that was or how that was done, and then you're hearing this guy playing slide guitar with a bottleneck or a piece of copper pipe or whatever, and I didn't know how that was done, you know, and it took years to figure out, well, he's in open tuning, and that's what makes that happen.
Yeah.
You can try for years, you know, when you're in standard tuning and it doesn't work out exactly, but all of this early music was mainly finger-picked, and that kind of drove me further, deeper into it.
So where were you coming from musically other than that? I mean, were you listening to like rock and roll?
Well,
or punk
yeah,
rock,
I was a little jerk on a skateboard listening to, you know, Minor Threat and, you know, punk rock stuff.
I feel like when punk rock kids hear records like Robert Johnson records, it almost always clicks.
It does,
yeah.
And I you know, maybe it's because they're doing something very similar in a garage.
Yeah.
You know, they're doing something that's a lot of times, I mean, Robert Johnson was pretty sophisticated, but some of the really early stuff was very simple, but there was something haunting about it that touches you.
Yeah, and you're just telling life stories a lot of times.
Yeah,
you know?
it's all about, that's the one thing that'll never go out of fashion, our stories. Yeah.
What was the goal? You were gonna become a musician?
No,
or just mess around?
There was never a goal. I mean, a lot of people have a plan B in life, you know. My plan B was to be a professional musician. My plan A was to be a construction worker, which I did for years, and then I failed at it. So it's good to have a plan B, you know.
The parachute worked.
That's it, yeah.
I know I've played with you before in the past,
sure.
And I know that particular guitar fills up a room.
Oh yeah.
In a different way than like a regular, you know, 6-string.
They became popular in places like Atlanta. Nobody really knows why, but there was a bunch of 12-string guitar blues singers that came out of Atlanta. Blind Willie McTell, Barbecue Bob, George Carter. But they were popular because all these guys were street musicians. and these things were loud. This was the loudest thing you could get on the street when you're trying to beat traffic and people and everything like that, and you're trying to be heard.
So speaking of George Carter, one of the things that I think that you tapped into that a lot of people don't get when they play your kind of stuff is the gear shift, like speed, tempo wise.
Sure.
So like a song like Rising River Blues,
Yeah.
which just, it hits it's like you're Jake breaking halfway through the song and it goes into this.
Oh yeah.
And
Yeah.
I think like that song in particular, really, you nailed it.
Yeah.
Was that something you pursued or just natural?
That's just how, in the original George Carter version, he has this idiosyncrasy where he doesn't sing at the same time as he plays. What I'm doing quarterly is the same as what he's doing. It's just spaced out different. And then a guy that I learned everything from the 12-string guitar about, a fellow by the name of Paul Jeremiah, he was doing the song, and I got it from him. So it's a combination of the two styles. This is a big secret. There's a lot of things on the 12-string guitar that you can do that you can't get away with on a 6-string because it can sound ridiculously simple.
Right.
But when you're doing it on a low-tuned 12-string, it sounds pretty meaty,
You just blew it. You told
Yeah,
everybody.
I told everybody.
I was going to run
I've
out.
been running around telling everybody everything. I don't know what's wrong with me.
When I play harp, I played acoustic harp forever.
Sure.
My dad said, get a mic. And then I got a bullet and I'm like, oh,
Here we go.
I can be sloppy as hell now. I got it, yeah. So you started recording, you and your girl here, you guys tour,
Yeah.
obviously,
Oh yeah.
on the records. I assume having a record on Third Man opened some doors?
It helps quite a bit. My dear pal Ben Swank, who's the A&R guy here at Third Man, after the record came out, I went down to the Nashville store and did a little in-store, and it was just that one show, and I got kind of thinking. I got to thinking, Eric, and I decided like maybe I'll make a call to somebody I know in Mississippi and see if I can get a gig. And then the guy called back, said, sure, come on down. So I left Nashville and went down there, and then I get a call from Ben saying, hey, what do you think if you just like maybe stay down the road and we'll just try to book you shows every day? And I stayed out for 3 months, not knowing every day where I was gonna play. I just pointed the car in a particular direction I thought might be a good idea, and they hustled and called everybody they knew in that town and tried to book a literally a last minute gig. So I was everywhere, and it took a couple of months to do it, and I never came home.
So you're on the road, the record's out, you got something in the works? What's happening?
We're working on something, yeah.
Cool.
Slowly but surely.
All right, great. Thanks a lot, man.
Cut.
All right, thank you so much to Todd for meeting up with us, and thanks to the gracious people at Third Man Records. We really appreciate it. Thanks to Ben and Dave and Ro and all the great people and Jack White. And as a matter of fact, that night, me and the guys got to have a private show, very intimate, with Jack White and Brendan Benson. Now that's cool. All right, coming up after the break, we're gonna hang out with Chris Shutters right here. Stick around. Welcome back to Rise Up. My name is Eric, your venerable host. Now it's time for me to step aside and Chris Shutters to appear right now.
This one's Red on My Chain. You got me red on my chain. You got me red on my chain. A changing heart won't ever stay the same. I know. You got me again. Yeah. stand out, stand in the rain, just to make sure you don't feel pain. I may never see you again, but I know, oh, you got me again. Every time I see you, I see a different smile. That's why I haven't seen you in a while. Oh, every time I see you, I see a different smile. That's why I won't be seeing you for a while. Yeah. You got me red on my chain. You got me red on my chain. A changing heart won't ever stay the same. I know. Oh, you got me again. Yeah, I know. You got me again.
All right, thanks to Chris for being on the show. Love those songs, love that playing, love that voice. Great work as always. All right, it's time to head over to the High Recording Company for their singer-songwriter series. Let's go now.
Well, the night is already gone. I see the writing on the wall. I know you came here to make amends, but I'm never going back there again. There's a stone heavy on my chest. I haven't heard my voice in years. You kept trying to tell me who I am, but I'm the only one who can. Well, I thought about it all night long, but I've had my bags packed for years. I've got gas in my tank and air in my lungs. I'm headed back to where I come from. Supposed to take care of my love. I thought we'd help each other grow. We'll be growing now, but we'll be growing apart. I'm breaking ties, but you broke my heart. Well, I thought about it all night long, but I've had my bags packed for years. I've got gas in my tank and air in my lungs. I'm headed back to where I come from. I'm headed back to where I come from. I may be on my own. I'm broken down, but I'm not broken. And up ahead, I swear I can see the way home. I made my plans and God laughed. I had to learn thing or two. There's no going back, and I won't turn around, but I couldn't know in what I know now. No, I couldn't know in what I know now. Well, I thought about it all night long, but I had my bags packed for years. I've got gas in my tank and air in my lungs. I'm headed back to where I come from. I'm headed back to where I come from. I'm headed back to where I come from.
Thank you to Brendan Willis and all the great people over there at the Heart Recording Company. Always appreciated. Beautiful stuff, great music, great visuals. Thank you for sharing. All right, coming up after the break, it's time to head out to Music Go Round and listen to some tunes by Cindy Slee. Don't miss it. Welcome back to Rise Up. My name is Eric O. Let's head out and listen to some songs by Cindy Slee right now.
This song is all about where I come from. It's called Small Town World. Sitting on my porch swing, listening to the crickets sing a love song, the fireflies to dance to. In the distance, a whistle
All right, let's hear one more tune from Chris Shutters.
It's called Imaginary Lovers. You can fade away farther than you've ever known. You can fade away farther than you've ever known. Me and you are one of a kind. You and me, each other we'd find. Together we go, together we've seen it all. But we're left with this such a mystery. Imaginary lovers, such a beautiful scene. Lost in the daydream, made a hell of a team. You can fade away farther than you've ever known. You can fade away farther than you've ever known. Farther than you've ever known. I know you'd agree, we're doing the same. No one to blame. But when we're alone, the world slows down. And all that's left is our history.
All right, that does it for us on another episode of Rise Up. We're already working on the next episode. Big smooches, Toledo. Mwah. You know we love you, and we will see you next time. Love, peace, bacon grease, in that order.
Imaginary lovers, oh, it's such a beautiful scene.